This episode is brought to you by ColoradoMusicConnection.com. For concert reviews, interviews, CD reviews, and more, go to ColoradoMusicConnection.com.
Be good.
If you don't use the sound effects, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Hey guys, this is Trying Harder number 4.
Holy shit, are we recording?
I'm Gweedo.
Waldo.
Doc.
So, yeah, that happened, but I was just gonna run through this list of some news topics real quick, and then we'll get into a little bit more discussion on some other things. The Who are talking about releasing a new album.
Who?
The Who. Because this is going to be their 50th anniversary. Last one they put out was 2006. I have no idea what it's about. But another old band is Tesla. They're working on a new album.
Did you know that Nikola Tesla married a pigeon? For all intents and purposes?
I did. That was an encyclopedia that I read the other day.
Well, and I feel like Tesla wrote a song about it.
Hardback?
At one point.
Hardback.
True life shit.
Another 80s
Encyclopedia
band
Britannica, right?
coming out as Def
Totally.
Leppard is working on a new CD.
Second favorite.
They haven't done one since 2008. I'll be interested in seeing that, but their 2008 one wasn't, as good as the old shit.
I'll
We'll
raise
see.
one of my hands to listen to that one.
Okay.
Not both.
Oh. And then
Woo!
Matt Sorum, the drummer,
Oh, that's mean.
the drummer for the old drummer for Guns N' Roses, and the drummer for Velvet Revolver is coming out with his second solo album since 2004, and he admits that it should be better, but it's
Better than what?
his 2004 one.
Oh.
I hope so.
It's called like Matt Sorum's
That's mean. I think
Fierce
that's the
Joy,
last
and that's the band, and then Stratosphere's their album. I don't really like when solo acts just throw their name in the middle of it like that kind of, and like Slash's Snake Pit. It never pans out well.
And I like Slash, but
Yeah, that
Slash's Snake Pit was a fucking travesty.
it was, and he's been doing better now. Now he's just Slash. It's like good.
He is. Except for that Super Bowl show we did with the Black Eyed Peas, or who was it the Black Eyed Peas? Where it was like
remember.
Black Eyed Peas featuring Slash, and he comes up on this fucking platform and he's playing, and the music was so
Do you
bad.
smell it?
No.
It smells like shit.
Is it you?
Alright.
I thought I felt something.
Another 80s band. We'll
We gotta
segue
record
from
all
that. Another fucking 80s band is Rat. They're planning to put out a new CD. Rat.
How do you spell that?
R-A-5.
How many T's?
And
Two T's.
yeah, 2 T's.
2T Rat.
They're celebrating their 30th anniversary this year. Been around for a minute. Allman Brothers, they're going to retire from touring after 45 years of touring. Good job.
Strong work.
Yeah. Black Sabbath, they want to make a new record. I'd be on board with that. Their last one did pretty good. I think they won a Grammy on some of the songs.
Hmm?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention too much to Grammys.
A Grammy? What does that mean?
People liked it.
What people?
Industry
Grammy
insiders.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say that.
Yeah,
Weird
dude.
exclusive group.
And you know my
that his
feelings
first one?
on the politics of the Grammy selection.
Yeah, I want to know about that. Is that the first one?
It might be, but I'm not sure. I know
Wouldn't
that
that be fucked up?
their last album did really fucking good. That's why they're thinking about doing a new one, but they're almost on the fence to not, because it's like, how can we beat what we just did?
Huh.
But people were really hungry for some Black Sabbath is the thing.
Yeah, well,
They hadn't been around for a minute with Ozzy.
True.
I mean, shit. It's what the hell are we talking about right now? Like back in the day, before the majority of us were born, or all of us,
Right.
was some of their best shit.
Yeah.
They never won a
No,
Grammy.
No,
Grammys
dude,
probably didn't even fucking
that
exist.
is
Yeah.
No, it
that
did.
is such a fucking
sure it did.
political
Really?
Right, that's what
clusterfuck.
I'm saying. It's like the Wankoff Fest. It's a circle jerk.
Yeah.
It's a biscuit party.
What's that?
True.
Guido knows. That's Guido.
Wait, what's a biscuit party?
Soggy biscuit.
Ew.
Yeah, that sounds worse.
Way worse.
You made it sound clean. And now
That's dirty.
it was before Big
Somebody
Family
out
Fun.
there knows
It's
what
not
I mean.
end anymore.
And
And,
that's
and if you
the
don't, you're
Grammys.
like me. I don't get it, and I feel weird, disgusted, and makes my butt
Here's
pucker up
my
a little bit. I'm
advice.
terrified.
Don't Google it. Don't Google
At
it.
least not with Safe Search. Or no,
Uh,
do it with Safe Search. Do Safe Search.
And not at work. Don't do it at
No,
work.
not safe for work.
NSFW.
Another one that's
I need
right.
to save time, so I gotta always
Acronym
use that.
everything.
Acronym
But then
everything,
when you
yeah.
explain it, it takes way longer.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but
So,
and I'm gonna explain it every time, just
You
so
have
you
to,
guys
yeah.
know, definitely.
Yeah.
Blackstone Cherry's supposed to be releasing their 4th album. It'll
That'll be
pretty
good.
That
Yeah,
will be
we're
good.
excited for that one.
Well, it'll be worth looking forward to.
And then Fuel's
half
gonna
star.
come out with a new CD after 10 fucking years.
Who?
Fuel. It's gonna
Are
be
you-
called. No, fuck you. It's called Puppet Strings. It's supposed to come out March 4th with a tour. Yeah, I listened to the single they have out, Soul to Preach To. It's worth giving a YouTube listen.
Sure.
It's a little heavy, but then it goes into little bluesy ditties, and it's good.
When you say a little heavy, like how many pounds?
You know, like an elephant.
Ooh,
Yeah.
total.
Yeah.
Cool.
Who else is elephant?
Yeah, like just so we know, like the
In
elephant
comparison?
to kangaroo scale.
You know, I would almost say it's like Tremonti heavy.
Oh, so Tremonti's an elephant.
Oh yeah.
So like, what is
Damn right.
what is Metallica then in terms of like heavy?
Well, they're not no Led Zeppelin, but
Well, Led Zeppelin is barely Led Zeppelin.
right.
Led Zeppelin.
A Led
A
Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin.
A Led Zeppelin.
That motherfucker ain't gonna fly. I don't care how you engineered it. Put some hydrogen in it.
Another pertinent one is, I guess, Papa Roach is working on a new CD. They have no release date on that one. Godsmack's going to be coming out with a new CD. They're talking about it should be out this year. They're excited about it. Let's see.
Yeah.
The weird one is Saliva's coming out
I
with
feel
one.
like that's a weird thing to say. It's like, yeah, Godsmack's excited about it, so.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. They're pumping their own tires, so it's like,
they're pumping the brakes, pumping the gas, pumping the brakes, pumping
Look,
the gas.
we're not an album, but we're really not excited about it. But you also not be.
That's
Hey,
very emo.
listen, guys, don't
We
buy
just
it.
had a whole lot of super exclusive talks, and we're trying to keep this super exclusive.
We actually changed the name, but we're not telling
Everything,
anybody just to
yeah.
keep it super exclusive.
We're actually changing
so
the
we'll
name. We're going to
release
be
it
touring under the name
Godsmack.
Mustache Kings and cats wearing hats.
Yes, or asses.
Cats in skinny jeans.
Yeah.
Skinny Jean, Ray-Ban, Neon Cat.
Skinny jean bicycle parade. That's a
It's a real
bit.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, anyways, Saliva's supposed to be coming out with a new CD as well called Rise Up, April 29th. And they have a single named Rise Up, which is pretty good. It's your typical Saliva anthem feel.
Oh,
they
good.
do pretty good on their little anthems. But it's the first one with the new lead singer. The vocalist just left 2012, which I believe was Josie Scott. And he left to start a Christian band.
Is he gonna get
Did
down on his knees
Tremonti
and start
leave
praising
the Christian
Jesus?
band?
Yes.
I thought so.
Really?
Creed.
Hmm.
Yes.
Hmm.
But anyways, the new
Yes.
guy is
I find that
Bobby
shallow and
Amara,
pedantic.
so I like the single. See how the CD turns out.
We'll see what happens.
So more on some topical things is like we talked prior.
Topical, meant to be applied only to the surface of the skin, not ingested.
Oh, definitely.
No, you should probably ingest
Do
this.
not ingest.
Eat these.
Do not ingest this next section.
Well, you might get some skids, but Motley Crue, they
You
said they're
love it.
retiring, and they're retiring from touring pretty much. They signed a document that said, we will not tour ever under Motley Crue again.
They signed a document with who? Each other? A napkin in the bar? Maybe Denny's?
No, that
who's-
wasn't that it was in front of people.
Who's
In front of
pounding?
people at Denny's.
Who's pounding the drumsticks for them at this point?
Tommy.
It's
It's all- yeah.
Tommy again. Because he is back and forth like a fucking yo-yo, man.
Yeah, he
They
is.
walked the dog with that dude for a while. They
Yeah.
just fucking left him out there hanging. He got hepatitis from Pamela Anderson.
Who didn't?
Or
Or
controversially.
gave it to her. I don't really know what
Who
happened.
knows? That's his dirty pot.
But
Yeah, exactly.
but like so this will be their last tour as a full band.
Yeah. And so what they
Because I saw them years ago, 5, 6 years ago at Red Rocks.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, it was the only time that it was the full Motley Crue at Red Rocks. The only time that Tommy Lee was there as well.
I was disappointed they're coming through. They're gonna be at Pepsi Center. I was like, as a farewell, you should do like 2 Red Rocks.
Well, so that Red Rock show was fucking epic.
I bet.
It was so good. The showmanship was over the top. The music was so tight. And then we saw them at Rock Jam 2 years ago?
Last year. No?
2 years ago.
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
2
Yeah.
years.
Was
Yeah,
it?
it's 2 years. It's 2 years.
Motley Crue. And
Yeah, it
Kiss.
was. It was 2 years ago,
Friday night.
and it was disappointing. You know,
I wasn't
it was.
disappointed,
I mean, it was a good show. It was a good, phoned-in Motley Crue show, but it didn't.
but it lacked passion.
It didn't have that showmanship
Yeah.
that I came to expect after seeing him fucking play at Red Rocks.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't
but Red
drawn
Rocks always
in.
brings the best out of you. It really
Well,
does.
and
Does it?
Yeah,
at Rock Jam, they were before
Double
Kiss,
billed.
and they were right. They were double billed, and they only had a 45-minute set.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Because
forgot.
they
it was
had to go
so
before Kiss.
That's
so
tough.
short. Well, and Kiss on that show, also I felt like,
When's
Given-
the last time they really did a performance? I think they always phone it in now.
but from what I understand of Kiss, they were like
They brought showmanship
standard.
to rock.
It
and
was
roll.
like Motley Crue, Kiss, and Alice Cooper that you could count on to fucking bring the noise,
Right,
man.
yeah.
Like bring the party.
Yeah.
Bring the strippers, bring the midgets, bring the fucking motorcycles on stage.
Yeah.
Fire and ice.
Entertainment.
Somehow. You know, it was a spectacle.
Yeah.
It was music. It was awesome music, but it was more than that.
Yeah.
It was Roman blood.
What are you
Man.
saying, Gandalf?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
So,
don't know. I'm saying I was
anyways.
disappointed by Motley Crue at Rock Jam, but hopefully they get back to that
They're-
fucking Red Rocks.
Right.
performance.
But they're leaving touring forever, is what
So,
they're saying.
yeah. So it should
That's
be
the
good.
point.
And
they're
then,
leaving
but
touring
they're
forever.
So
still,
they've got to do well, right?
they're
They're
still
gonna
going to
keep
be
making
making music.
Is it a moral imperative that they do a really good tour?
To me, it is. But
It's the
Moral
last.
imperative.
It's the last hurrah. So you'd expect a good thing,
Mhm.
right? Based on legacy and all that.
Yeah.
And you want to go out with the legacy, right?
Yeah. So Vince had said that in the Motley Crue retirement, he's going to be working on more of his restaurants and his own little solo band that he does.
When I think Motley Crue, I think great food.
Me too.
When I think
Like,
when I
fucking
think
egg.
Vince Neil, I'm like, oh, dude, creme brulee, perfect souffles to
With a hair in it, a
perfection.
big blonde one.
Total. If
Blonde
I-
is great.
if I
Press it
get-
right in that bitch.
If I get
yeah.
a Vince Neil souffle without a fucking blonde hair, I'm sending it back.
Yeah, what is this? Where's my hair?
I've never been to the
I'm sorry.
restaurant. So.
Where's my
I'm sorry,
souvenir?
sidetrack. Go. Do your thing.
So then Mick Mars, he moved to Nashville. He's going to work on his solo album. We'll see. I mean, he's still a great guitarist, even though he has his health ailments.
Let's
Sure.
say, the man
He's not looking
has
great,
had it
but
rough.
he's all for it. So I mean, who's to stop him?
True.
Death.
That's
The
not
Grim
been.
Reaper.
Hey, stop it! I'm
Stop
here.
it.
Get out of here, Grim.
Tommy Lee is being
Nice.
secretive
Nice.
on whatever he's
Oh,
up
was that
to.
a twist?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, cool. I don't like rules.
Tommy, he said it's a surprise that he can't say my thoughts. I'm gonna throw this to the internet as the first guy to fucking say it. Is I think he's gonna bring out some Methods of Mayhem again.
Yeah?
Yeah, they put the last CD out in 2010. It's like might as well bring out some more rock that way.
Well, and he's still such a good drummer.
Well, but in that last CD, Morgan Rose was actually a drummer from Seven Dust.
Oh,
And that guy's
true
that
life.
guy's fantastic.
He is good.
He is a show on his own.
He is good.
Even Ivan Moody was talking about, he was like drumming, and he puts this fucking stick in his neck, reaches around, like just does all this fucking stick
Who was
work.
the drummer I liked at the last Rock Jam? Was it Stars and Stereo? Was it their drummer that I liked?
I think so. They just fucking
Oh
pounded
my
that shit out.
god, so good. So good.
Yeah.
Anyway, I keep getting sidetracked.
So Nikki Sixx, he's working on his radio show, obviously. He's really in love with that. And then 6 a.m., like, I'm hoping ideally, I think 6 a.m. should be the opener on their tour, and it would be 6 a.m., Alice Cooper, and Motley Crue. But they haven't said. But I'd like to see a 6 a.m. tour. They're putting out new music this year, so that'd be great. And then the odd one is he's working on a Broadway play.
Are we talking like a Forgetting Sarah Marshall rock opera about Dracula?
Probably.
Because I would.
'Cause I mean,
would
I'd
see
be into
that.
it.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
If he does that, then
if
fine.
Nikki Sixx does a rock opera about Dracula, I will show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that's about those kids.
Let's just pigeonhole his like every aspiration he has on Broadway
Right.
into that one
Rock
really
opera.
bad.
If it ain't Dracula,
fucking
I'm not
reference.
fucking going, guy.
Bad reference, but yeah, no, that's what he's doing, and
Right.
I'm going. Let's go to that.
Some more new music is going to be Chevelle's putting out maybe putting out a new CD on April Fool's Day.
Cool, man.
It's La Gargola, And there's one.
Gorgonzola?
Sure.
So, for any of our viewers that speak whatever language that's in,
Just tell us what that means.
tell us what that means, and if it has something to do with we're not putting out an album,
Let us
definitely post that. Because, hey, April Fools!
Right?
Shit.
They at least put out a single, "Take Out the Gunman," and it was good. It was your typical Chevelle, nice, heavy.
Cool, yeah.
Oh.
Everybody likes Chevelle.
Who doesn't? Nazis. So, Red Hot Chili Peppers, they're starting to write music. They have no word on a release, but they made some waves with their Super Bowl.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
So is that with Bruno Mars?
Yeah.
Is it all pre-recorded before they ever
Well,
step
every
in?
CD's
Not-
pre-recorded.
Not all of it.
Is it before they step in though? Is it like, here's what you guys are you good with it?
So here's what
You're
I
gonna sound like this.
Here's what I understand
Really?
about the Super Bowl. The vocals were live, but everything else was pre-recorded.
Right. They admitted this.
And so, and Red Hot Chili Peppers came out. They made a public statement about the fact that, yeah, that's absolutely fucking happened. And I can appreciate this. You're looking at a venue that's not a music venue. You're looking at like a 2-minute fucking setup time.
Really, yeah.
You're looking at, realistically, so I am admittedly not a Bruno Mars fan.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I think is
agreed.
really the basis of my opinion about him. But the production value on the halftime show in this past really regrettable Super Bowl was the best I've seen in years and years and years. And I think a big part of that was they realized they can't do everything live. They can't set up everything live. And so, I would say kudos to the Chili Peppers.
I disagree.
I would say kudos to the Chili Peppers.
Don't bring them out.
Because they didn't.
Don't ever bring them out.
No, fuck that.
Don't fake
Because they came out.
Yeah.
Don't fake it.
No.
If you're gonna do that, don't do it.
They were still.
Don't do it.
They were still doing the thing. They were like pretending they were.
Yeah,
playing.
right. They were pretending.
And so
just
far,
go stay home.
But they played it. But here's the thing, man.
Just stay home.
They didn't plug in. They did not fucking
Right, I get
sell the masquerade
and
any
I bet
more
if
than
they
they
would have
had
plugged
to.
in, no, this wouldn't even been an issue.
It wouldn't have
Nobody
been an
would
issue.
even say.
No, they wouldn't have known.
But the point is,
good
just
on,
stay at home anyway.
Good on the Chili Peppers for
If
having,
you're coming out
having
and
the
you know that-
artistic integrity to not plug in, man, and to very quickly
But,
and publicly
yeah, like,
release a statement saying, "Yeah, we didn't plug in, and here's why."
All right. Well, we resolved our Super Bowl differences
And I respect him
so much.
so much.
Feels good. So I'm not gonna tell you try.
That's gonna get weird.
Anyway, no respect for that. He's got respect for it. Moving on.
There's respect and not respect, and respect is a thing that it's a word, really.
Yeah, we're moving on.
And so we're
Done.
That didn't happen. So
You're getting real stupid really fast. All right, moving on. We have to reshoot this whole thing.
we're gonna reshoot this whole.
we never
thing.
reshoot anything, alright?
It's always a clean.
I always do it in one take or I'm out.
Yep.
Robert Downey Jr. 1984.
Yeah.
Boom.
Son.
Or was
So-
that Humphrey Downey Jr.?
Yeah, it was that guy. The Pretty Reckless. We talked about those
Yeah.
kids.
Oh, yeah.
And we were fortunate enough that Taylor Mumson gave us a nice little retweet.
Yeah, that was cool.
It's a nice little
That was
tale.
cool.
We
She
appreciate
shouted
that.
out at one of our earlier casts, and that was really neat, Taylor. Thanks
Yeah.
so much.
Thanks a lot. So, the unfortunate thing we have to bring up is they just canceled their tour
Yeah.
because Miss Taylor was has walking pneumonia and acute laryngitis, and that doesn't bode well for a singer.
But that's
Right.
understandable, especially the way that she kills it.
Yeah,
Right.
if
At the
you don't
what?
do sign language, walking pneumonia is a problem.
It is a problem. It definitely
You
is.
won't talk
I mean,
or
if you're gonna phone it in, yeah, deal with walking around.
Well, I guess, and I'm
You know?
sorry, because you got
And-
some people out there that are probably like, son of a bitch. You could, well, with the acute laryngitis and all
You
of
can
this,
you
know,
can
the
do
natural
this, that, and the
inflammation.
other thing. But when you watch the Pretty
It's a
Reckless play,
problem.
when you watch the performance that they put on, show after show,
Yeah.
and recording after recording, I mean, every member of that band is just laying it on the line.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. It comes through in a big way.
But at the same time, it's going to catch up with you if you tour a lot.
Yeah.
Totally. And so,
Well,
disappointing that the tour...
It's disappointing, but
It's
but
understandable.
understandable.
Totally understandable.
Because I actually appreciate the artistic integrity to only do good shows.
Right.
than to do.
Oh, just like how the Red Hot Chili Peppers unplugged?
I respect you.
The other.
It's the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl's about football,
No, this
not
is
about
Mom's,
music.
The other
and the Pretty Reckless.
news point that just came out was that they recorded ex-porn star Jenna Hayes having an orgasm at the beginning of one of their songs.
A fake orgasm,
Fake
from what I
orgasm.
hear. I mean, I listened to
You heard it?
I was at work at the time, and
He doesn't work there anymore.
true story.
It's actually
It
true.
didn't say not to
And not because of that, the filters, they really need to work on that. You know who you are, do better. But
Trying harder.
it was good. It's a great track.
Wait,
And it
we're talking about
actually-
the orgasm or the track?
Yeah, are we talking about the music right now?
Are we talking about hers
Are
or
you-
mine?
what are you
Like,
talking
what
about?
are we talking about? No, what I'm trying to say though is, fake
All
orgasm.
right, well,
I buy it.
familiarize the audience with the track.
Follow me? Is that what it was?
Yeah. Follow me down.
Follow me down?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I think it's Follow Me Down.
I didn't write
because
it down.
it's a cool track.
Well, I expect all of them to be cool. And it reminds me of like Guns N' Roses when Axl was recording himself having sex on the one track.
Yeah.
That was cool. Well, here's the thing that is curious to me about that Pretty Reckless
Right.
track though, is when Taylor was being interviewed about it, when she was being asked to justify that, she had identified Jenna Hayes as like a strong positive influence in her life.
Interesting.
And I want to know more.
Yeah, I want to know how that...
Well, you gotta realize we're assholes. I mean,
Well,
we're three fucking.
We're 4
common folk.
podcasts in, if you don't know that by now.
Well, and you don't, who knows what the relationship is here. For instance, Momsen's been, I don't want to say cited, this isn't fucking Bigfoot, but,
Right.
Has been known to carry on relationships with all sorts of people that are, what we would generally be perceived to know as less than reputable individuals. And I want to be misquoted here, and I might be. But what was that one ginger kid on that Mean Girls movie or whatever?
Forrest Whitaker?
Yeah.
He's gonna sue us.
Carrot Top?
He is. He's
made a podcast.
Who is that? Who is that? Nicolette. In from the side. Who is that?
That dude with the red hair.
That girl with the red hair. The ginger from.
Oh,
the girl?
Lindsay
Lindsay
Lohan.
Lohan. You were saying a dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
You said
Maybe I said
dude.
Yeah, I
You
was trying to think of a guy.
Right, I meant that completely like
I was like, who's the redhead? in
like
Mean
asexually.
Girls?
Like,
It's a dude. It's like, the only one I know is Lindsay Lohan.
who?
The only dude in Mean Girls is the Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
And again, there comes that pink slip in the mail again.
Shit.
C said
That's that's 555.
Anyways, what are you trying to get at with
Yeah,
that?
Jesus, what am I? Once again, I want to be misquoted, but I think that, Momsen, that girl had an earlier on
Really? I have no idea. You're speaking
long-standing
your own-
relationship.
I don't
I don't
care
know.
for
I
that.
haven't heard
I
it.
understand that
Yeah, and I'm not
Taylor.
going to cite anything
Right,
either,
I just
because
don't know.
I don't know.
And
I just
we
recall.
all understand that Taylor had a career in the public eye prior to the Pretty Reckless.
Well, she was a
Right.
child star, which is interesting.
And she did a great job at that, but that's not what's important. What's important is that she
Oh, right.
fucking gets on stage.
Yeah, well, that's the
career.
thing.
And-
'cause
and
fuck,
she
fuck acting and all
rocks.
that. Who has? I mean, that's cool and everything, and good on you. But I mean, it's pretty clear, right? And we discussed this earlier off, but like music's her thing now.
Yeah.
Like
And
that's she'll
she's-
probably make cameos. Maybe
she
she'll be in
is so good
movies
at
or
it.
shows or something
So
later.
good
But
at
all
it.
the past is the past. Now it's about the music. That is
So
the current like movement forward.
So just drop it and start talking about the music. Stop doing like interviews about like.
Well, and
what's
when
gossip going on, you know?
when we say that,
We're speaking to the
speaking of other
community.
idiots that are
To
speaking
the community
about
of the people that actually get to interview Taylor.
Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
seriously.
The Pretty
Right.
Reckless is
We're
what you
three
should talk
fucking
about.
guys on a couch. No homo.
But
Hey.
Ow. Ooh, too
I
much.
forgot about
Yeah, the nipples are
Yeah, my bad.
So what else? What else we got?
That's pretty much it,
That's
kids.
pretty much it, yeah.
So
Well, cheers to you. Thanks for tuning in.
See you guys next
Next
time.
time.
Raise the glasses.